Okay. Okay. Is anybody having trouble? Are we all good? Good, good, good. Okay, great. So we're going to click Create New Design, and we are going to start making our Lego guy. So so the main focus of these workshops, of this workshop, is to try to get a little bit more accurate with your measurements. But if you miss something and if a measurement isn't exact, it's not a big deal. It'll be totally fine. Okay. So we're going to start by making the legs of our Lego guy. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the foot. And to make the foot, we're going to drag over a box shape. So if we remember on the right side of the screen, there are a whole bunch of these different shapes. There's a shape called box, and we're going to drag that over. And we are going to click on the corner white dot, and that's going to bring up these numbers, right? So I'm going to put these dimensions in the chat too, so you can go back to them later. But this is going to be, we're going to type in 27 here. We're going to type in 30 here. And we're going to set the height, which is this top white dot. We're going to set that to 13. So what is going to be 27 by 30 by 13. So as we go along, I'll put the dimensions in the chat box. Okay. So we have our foot now. Now we need to make the main leg. So the leg is also going to be a box. So we're going to drag over a new one. And this dimension is going to be 27 by, it's going to be 27 by 23, and the height is going to be 43.2. Just going to put that in the chat. And the last part of our leg is going to be like the thigh, where it connects to the rest of the body. And then I'll pause and let you guys catch up if you need to. So the thigh, if you remember how a Lego guy looks, it's going to be like a cylinder shape. So we're going to drag over a cylinder. And the first thing we want to do is we want to rotate it, because we want the round part to be on the top, so it'll be spinning like this. So how do we do that? Well, if you remember that when we click on an object, there are these 3 arrows, right? And they control the rotation of an object. So if you hover over an arrow, it shows a circle, and that circle is like a clock face. You can think of it like a clock, and then you can think of the shape that you're trying to rotate as the hands of the clock. So if I hover over this one, you can imagine that the cylinder will start rotating like this. If I use this one, look at the way the clock goes. You can rotate it like this. And finally, if this last one, it'll rotate like this, because you can think of it like a clock. Now we want this to be on its side. So I'm going to use either this arrow to make it go like this, or I'm going to use this arrow. And either way will work, because both of them will make it lie on its side. So we're going to go until this says 90 degrees. We're going to rotate this 90 degrees. Okay. Once we've rotated it, we're going to change the size a little bit. It's not too much. So this one is going to be 29 by 25, and the height is going to be 29. This makes sure that it's going to be a perfect circle. So let's put that in the chat. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. Let you guys kind of catch up.
So where is 25 and where is 29?
Yeah, sure. So once you rotate it like this, the corners, so the two flat sides are going to be 25 and 29, and then the height is going to be 29. So it's 25 and 29, and then the height is 29, like this. Okay. Can I get a thumbs up when you guys are good with this part? Nice. Yep, got a couple of thumbs up. Nice, nice. That's perfect. Okay. Is any? I'll wait a minute or so, please. Okay. So now we have the shapes of our leg, but obviously this looks nothing like leg, right? We have to do something to make it a leg. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to learn about the align tool. And what the align tool does is it makes sure that a couple of different shapes are lined up together. So that way you don't have to try to fiddle around with arrow keys or whatnot. It makes it easier and it makes it exactly match up. So the way we're going to start by doing this is very similar to the way we did grouping, like when we made our holes in the last workshop. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on the shape we're going to click on the foot shape, which is the smaller red box here. Then we're going to hold down on the shift key and click on the taller red box. So now both of the red boxes are selected. And now if we look up here on the top row here, we have a whole bunch of different buttons. We have light bulb, we have the group button that we used last time. We have an ungroup button, which does the opposite of the group button. And the button next to it is the align button. So we're going to click that. And now we see a whole bunch of these different dots pop up, right? So if you hover over each dot in orange, it will show you what it's going to look like when it's aligned that way. So you can see we have one row of dots that goes up and down like this. We have one row of dots that is much shorter. Like, oh, Patrick, did you have a question?
I joined late. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is okay, one second. So I just put the class code in the chat again. So if you remember from last time how we signed in by clicking join now and then entering your code in.
I'm already in.
Okay, great. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring over two boxes on the right side of the screen. So you're going to start by creating a new design, then bring over these boxes. And the dimensions of your two boxes are going to be like this. So I put those in the chat. So you have one box that's the foot, and it's going to be 27 by 30 by 13. So you're going to click on the corner white dot and then type in these numbers. So 27 and 30, and then the height is 13. And you're going to do the same thing for the other box, and this is going to be the leg box. So this is going to be 27 by 23 by 43.2.
But what's the height for the small one?
I've put all the dimensions in the chat box, but the foot is going to be 27 by 30 by 13.
I need help.
Okay. Okay. So okay. So if you bring over a box and then click on the corner white dot, you are going.
30.
Yep.
Then the top is 9.
No. 9. No. Okay. So the foot box it's going to be, one of the dimensions is going to be 27. Then the other one is going to be 30, and the height is going to be 13.
Okay.
And then our leg, which is going to be another box, so you're going to drag over a new one, is going to be 23 by 27. And the height is going to be 43.2. If you don't get the dimensions exactly right, it's not a big deal, it's fine.
Okay. Can I share my screen if it's right?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Nice, perfect. So now you're going to drag over a cylinder shape from the right side. That's going to be like the thigh, where it connects to the leg, to the rest of the body. It's going to be this cylinder. And what you're going to start by doing is you're going to start by rotating it so that it's lying on its side like this. So when you click on a shape, it has these arrows, and each arrow is going to show how it's going to rotate. So you're going to rotate it until it's lying on its side like this.
Yeah.
And then the dimensions are for this are also in the chat. So it's going to be 25 by 29 by 29. So if you click on the corner white dot, it's going to be like this. So it's going to be 25 by 29, and then the height is also 29.
I don't know if I did it right.
Okay, do you want to share again?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, click on your cylinder for a second. 25 by 29. Okay, is the height 29?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, you're good. Okay, so now we have our two cylinders. We have our two boxes and a cylinder. So we're going to start by using the align tool. So like I said, it's a tool that's going to help you line up a couple of shapes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by selecting the foot and the leg. And we're going to do that by clicking on the foot, then holding the shift key and clicking on the leg. From there, we're going to click on the align button, and it's this one over here. And it's on the top row. And so you'll see a light bulb button, you'll see a group button, you'll see an ungroup button that's next to it, and right next to that there's an align button. So we're going to click that. And now you should see that you have 3 rows of dots. You have a row of dots that go like this, you have a row of dots that go like this, and a row of dots that's much longer, right? So we're not going to worry about the row of dots that go up and down. What we're going to do is we are going to find the short side. So you can see we have a row of dots that's much longer and a row of dots that's much shorter. So we're going to pick the shorter one, and we are going to click the middle dot. And what that is going to do is it's going to align the two shapes so that they are in line going this way. Now what we want to do is we want to bring this foot all the way to the back of the leg. And the way we're going to do that is by clicking the back dot, which if I'm looking at it like this is the left dot. So we're going to click the left dot on the long side. Okay. Give you guys a minute. Nice, Emma. Got a thumbs up. Nice.
I think I did it wrong.
Okay. Does it look
It's
kind of
the
like
leg.
this?
No, the leg looks different.
Okay. Let's see what you did. Yeah. Okay. So what you did is you clicked the center dot. So what you're going to do is select both shapes. Right. You're going to click the align tool again.
Align.
Almost there. Yeah.
Here.
Yep. Okay. And right. Okay. So you're going to click the dot that's on the left. Do you see the black dot that's on the left? Yes, this one. Yep. Yep, that's it. Be good. Okay. Is anybody stuck with this? We good? Okay, great. So now we are going to do a similar thing with this cylinder here. The first thing you want to make sure is that you rotate the cylinder so that it is going in this direction rather than this direction. Okay. Okay, we have something in the chat. One second. Okay, I just put the code in the class. Code for the class again. Okay. Now you want to make sure that the cylinder is rotated like this, so that like the circle part faces to the side, like this. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we are going to raise the cylinder up 29. So if you click, okay. Now if you see this top triangle, this triangle, if you click and drag it, will allow you to move your shape up and down. So we're going to click where, for me it says 14, but it's going to say something different for you. We're going to click there and type in 29. Okay, so now what this did was it brought the shape.
Mine looks different. Instead of one side sticking out, I have two sides.
Yes, okay, so I think you did kind of similar to what Patrick did. What you're going to do when you align it is you're going to click not the middle dot, you're going to click on one of the side dots. Because if you click the middle dot, then it'll look like this, where it's sticking out of both sides. Instead, what you're going to want to do
I have a question about the cylinder.
Yeah.
I accidentally changed the dimensions. I forgot if the 25 is supposed to be on the
25 is on the long side.
the
No. The 25 is on the long side, like this. See?
and the height.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Tyrion.
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Who had a question? Sorry, Emma, what did you say?
I don't think it works, because now all the sides have it.
Okay. Do you want to share your screen and I can see what's going on?
How high does it have to be?
1 second. I will, it's 29 high. I will put that in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think you have an issue with your dimension. Emma. Emma, I think your foot dimension is kind of off. It's not a big deal though, it's fine. If you want to change it, you can go back and look at the chat box where I tell you the dimensions for the foot.
Bottom one? The one on the bottom one?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's okay. It's not a big deal that it looks like that. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. So right. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise the cylinder up 29. Let me drop that in the chat too. Okay. So now the cylinder is up 29. So the way you can set that is by clicking on the top triangle. And if you start dragging it around a little bit, this number should show up. So you're going to click on where it says 26 for me, and you're going to type in 29. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to group the foot and the leg so that they move together. So if you remember that when we made a hole, we did kind of something similar, right? So we clicked on the foot, then we held down the shift key and clicked on the leg, and then we clicked the group button, right? So what that did when we had a hole was it cut out. But since we don't have any gray and striped shapes on here, it's okay. It's not going to cut out a hole. So we'll just click group. And all that will do is it'll make sure that it moves on its own. Like moves together, sorry. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do some aligning stuff again. So if you had trouble the first time, don't worry, we'll come back and practice this again. So we're going to click on the leg now, and we're going to hold shift and click on the cylinder. And we're going to click the align button again. And now we have a couple of things that we need to click. The first thing is on the short side, we're going to click the middle one. Okay. The short side, we click the middle one. Now if we come over here to the side, we're going to click the back one. So I'm looking at it from this angle, so it's the leftmost one. It's basic. We're going to click the dot where the back of the leg is pointing. So it's going to be this one. So this is one leg of our Lego guy. Okay, is anybody stuck?
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. What do we do again?
Okay, sure. I will go over that stuff again. Okay. So did you group together your leg and your foot? So now it's one shape?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now what you're going to do is you're going to click on that, and you're going to hold down the shift key on your keyboard and click on the orange cylinder. Oh, okay. Now, just like when you were grouping, we're actually going to click the align button this time.
Yeah.
Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the leg from the front. Okay, so we have the leg here. We're going to look at it from the front, and you can tell it's the front because there's a foot coming out of the front of it. Right? So we're going to look at it from the front, and now we're going to click the middle dot. This one over here. Okay. Then we're going to come around to the side of it, and we're going to click on the left dot over here. And what that'll do is it will bring the cylinder over here.
Oh, okay, got it.
Got it? Good. Okay. Is anybody else stuck? Oh, Patrick, yeah.
Can you just check mine?
Yeah, sure. And if you guys have questions, you guys don't need to put up your hands or anything. You can just unmute yourself and ask. It's totally fine. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Nice.
Is the cylinder supposed to be higher than the leg?
It's supposed to look something like this. So there should be a little bit of the cylinder poking up. Yeah. Okay. So I'll give you guys a minute or so and let you guys catch up to this. Give me a thumbs up when you are good. Nice. Got one or two thumbs ups.
I need a little help.
Okay, sure, Ethan, what's up? Do you want to
Can
share
I
your
share
screen?
my
No.
screen?
Yeah. Yep, go ahead. Okay, yep, that looks pretty good. So what you're going to do is you're going to raise your cylinder up a little bit before you do anything else. So you're going to click on your cylinder. Nope, that's your leg. A little bit. Yep. Yeah. Yep, right there. So you're going to click. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. You can let go of the shift key. Don't click the shift key. Okay. So you're just going to click out somewhere on the blue. It doesn't matter where. Just click somewhere. Okay, great. Now you're going to click on the orange cylinder. Okay. Now you're going to use that triangle cone shape thing, and you're going to drag that up. Left. Yes, that one. Perfect. And you're going to drag that up until the do you see where it says like 15, 16 right now? Until that says 29. So you can just type in 29 there too, if that works. Okay, so click where it says 16. Yep, perfect. And you're going to type in 29. Nice, perfect. Okay, now you're going to do some aligning stuff, right? So you're going to hold shift and click your leg. Okay, hold shift and click the cylinder. Yep, perfect. Now you're going to click the align button on the right. Perfect. Okay, so you're already aligned in the center. That's great. Now, if you look at the side of the shape, so change your view a little bit so you can see the side. Yeah, perfect. So the one on the left, do you see the dot on the left? Keep going. The other way. Yeah. Yes, that one. The one that's right there. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to click that. Oh no, I don't think you didn't group your leg in shape. Okay, so undo. You're almost there. Okay. So click out somewhere on the blue. Okay, now you're going to click on your leg. Hold shift and click on your foot. The box that's on the, yep. And you're going to click the group button. The one that's right. Yep, that one. Perfect. Okay, now you do the thing from before. So you're going to hold shift, click on the cylinder. Great, now click the align button. And you're going to click the dot on the left. Keep going. Yep. No. No, all the way on the left. Keep going. No, not that one. Keep going. Not that one. Yes, that one. Click that one. Perfect. Nice. Okay, you're good. Okay. Okay. So now that we have our foot and thigh, we're going to group all of this together so it becomes one shape. So we're going to click on the cylinder, and then we're going to hold down on the shift key and click our leg and foot, and click the group button. So now we have this one shape here. Nice. Okay, now our Lego man, or at least my Lego man, is going to have 2 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the leg, then I'm going to click this copy button on the top left corner of the screen, all the way over here, right underneath the Tinkercad logo. And then I'm going to click paste, which is right next to the copy button. And so what that did is that brought a leg on this side. So I'm going to use the arrow keys to just move it over to the side a little bit. And now we have 2 legs, which is what we want. So move them until they're about this far apart. It doesn't matter exactly how far. Now what we're going to do is we are going to build the torso. Now the torso is the middle part of the Lego guy, and that is the part that's going to be the most customizable. So this is going to be the fun part. We're going to build the whole Lego guy first, and then you'll get to customize it. But yes, we are going to build the torso.
When I grouped mine, there's like an extra piece that just came out. And how do I get rid of it?
This came out. Okay. Do you want to show me? Oh, that is strange. Where did that come from? Do you want to change your view a little bit so I can see what's going on? Wow. Okay, click on the cylinder. Okay, click the ungroup button. Ungroup, it's right next to the group button on the top right. Yep, that one. Yep. Huh. That was strange. Okay, try grouping it again. Wow. Okay, do you want to try refreshing your screen maybe? Because I have no idea why that is happening. That is strange. Yep, that is very weird. Still happening, isn't it? Okay, 1 second, let me take a look. I'm just on your design. I'm just taking a look. So, yeah. Okay, well, it's good now. Don't know what happened. Okay. So what I did was I just tried it again. Basically, I tried to move some of the shapes around and tried it again. Okay, that was strange. Okay, so okay. Now we have our 2 legs here, and what we're going to do is we are going to build the torso. So we are going to bring over a box shape, and we are going to change the dimensions of this too. So this one is going to be 60 by 54 by 30. Actually, let's not do that. I'm going to put the dimensions in the chat again. Okay, let's not do that actually. Okay, so this one is going to be 60 tall. And then it's going to be 30 this way. Okay, that's better. Let's put that in the chat. Okay, so it's going to be 54 by 30. By 60. So it's. Can you say that again? Sorry.
Can you look at mine?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think you have 2 dimensions that are the same. 60 by 54. Yeah, okay, so the one that's 54, you're going to make it 30. And yeah, 60 by 60, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay. So now that we have this up,
duplicate again?
did you say how do you duplicate? So you're going to click on the shape that you want to duplicate, and you're going to click the copy button that's on here on the top left corner, and then you're going to click the paste button, and that's going to create a copy. Okay. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to bring this up can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up until this number says 58. So we're going to bring the torso up 58. Oh, what is this? Okay. So now that we've brought the torso up 58, we're going to do some aligning again. The first thing we want to do though is to make sure that our legs don't start moving apart. So we're going to group our legs. So we're going to click on one leg. We're going to hold shift and click on the other leg.
How high was it again?
It was 58. I put that in the chat, I think. Yes. 58. So the first thing we actually want to do before we start trying to align things is make sure that our legs are grouped so that they don't start, moving apart. What we're going to do is we are going to click on the one leg. Then we're going to hold the shift key and click on the other leg and click the group button. Now that's going to make sure that our legs stay together. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to align our legs and body. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the legs. Then we're going to hold down on the shift key and click on the torso or the body. And then we're going to click the align button. Now the first thing we want to do is we want to center it. So we're going to look at our Lego guide from the front, and we are going to click the middle button. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to look at it from the side and click the middle button again. How did the torso up again? So we're going to bring it up 58. So you're going to click on the torso, and if you see this black cone triangle shape, if you drag it up and down, you can see that the box moves up and down. So we're going to type in 58 here. Okay, so I'll give you guys a second to do that. So, sure. So now we've aligned it. And I will just go over how to do that again real quick. So we're going to click on our legs and hold the shift key and click on the torso. And then click the align button. Now we're going to look at the 2 rows of dots that are flat, and we're going to click the middle one on each one. So we have the middle one here, and we have the middle one here. And that makes sure that our torso is aligned with our body. Okay. Now the next step. Oh, yes.
I still don't get how to duplicate it.
To duplicate the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're going to click on what you want to duplicate, and over here on the left corner, there's a button that looks like 2 pieces of paper, and it's called the copy button. So we're going to click that. And then the button that's just to the right of it, it looks like a clipboard. You're going to click paste, and that's going to create a copy of your shape that you're trying to duplicate.
I think I ungrouped my legs by accident.
Mm-hmm. So you can select both legs again and group them again. So if you ungroup them and accidentally something moved, what I would do is I would move them back together a little bit so that they look more like this, and then group them, and then do the aligning thing again. Yeah.
And how wide should the like the red block be?
Okay. Okay. Let's do Emma first. Sorry. What was your question, Emma?
How wide should the red block be?
How wide should the red block be? It is going to be 54. So it's 54 by 30, and then the height is 60. And I think I put those dimensions in the chat too. Okay. Sorry, Patrick. What were you asking?
Because I think mine looks a little.
Oh.
Mine looks
okay.
a little funny.
Okay. Okay.
Can I
1
share
second.
my screen?
Yeah. Sure. Let's do that.
How wide was like thing again? The big one. How wide?
Oh
is
wow. Okay. So first things first, I would move your legs closer together because your legs are really far apart. Yeah, much better. Okay. And now your box it's going to be 50. Yeah. Your legs look fine now. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on your right, exactly. Click on one of the corner white dots. 54 by 30. Right now the height is going to be 60. So you're going to come up there, and you're going to type in 60. Yeah, or you can drag it. Yep, that's good. That should look better now. And now you're going to group your two legs together so that they don't move, and bring your torso, and then align your torso with your legs. Okay, nice. Okay, who else had a question?
How wide was the big part again?
So that was 54 by 30 by 60. So
what do we make?
yeah. One second. Okay. So your box is going to be 54 wide like this, then 30 deep almost, and then 60 tall. Okay, can we not spam in the chat so that if somebody has a question, we can ask it in the chat? Thank you. Okay. Okay, somebody asked how their thing looks. I think it was Aaron, right? Yes, Aaron, do you want to share your screen and I can see what it looks like? Okay, yeah, that looks good. Nice. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Does anybody else have any questions? We're stuck or we're good?
No. I think the legs are a little broken for me.
Legs are broken? Okay.
I don't get how wide the legs have to be.
Oh, okay.
Like how far
yeah.
apart.
Yeah. It does not really matter as long as they look reasonable, because if your legs were like out here, then there's an issue. But as long as they're reasonably close together, it's not a big deal. It's fine. So, yeah, as long as it looks kind of normal. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we are now going to group our legs and body together so that when we start moving them, they move as one. So we're going to click on our legs and then hold shift and click on the torso and then click the group button that's up here. And what that's going to do is make sure that when we start moving it, everything moves at the same time. Okay. the next step is we're going to build the head, and then we'll build the arms. Oh, yes, somebody have a question?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, Patrick?
I start moving my torso, one of the legs is staying still.
Right, so what that means is that your legs were not grouped together. So what I would do is I would click undo a couple of times until your legs come back together, and then group the legs and the torso all in one go. So what that would look like is clicking on each leg. So you're going to click the leg, you're going to hold shift, click the other.
I did it.
Okay, great, nice. Perfect. Now when you move them all together, they should move like that.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Now the next step is going to be building the head. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to bring over a cylinder. Now we're going to flatten the cylinder out a little bit, and we are going to make it 41 by 41 by 20. So we're going to click on the corner and then type it 41 by 41, and it's going to be 20 tall. So the default is 20, so you don't have to change the height. Now, this would kind of be okay for head, but we need the top to be rounded, right? So how do we do that? What we're going to do is, if you scroll down a little bit, what you will see is that there's a shape called a half sphere. And it kind of just looks like a sphere that's been cut in half because it's a half sphere. So we're going to change the dimensions similarly. We're going to click on the corner white dot and, oh, my bad. Sorry, that was in our private message that I put the dimensions to the cylinder. 41 by 41 by. Okay. So the cylinder is 41 by 41 by 20.
What does 41 by 41 by 20 mean? Like,
so like one dimension is 41, the other dimension is 41, and the height is going to be 20. So it should look like this. Okay. Now our half sphere is going to also be 41 by 41 because we want them to we want it to match up with the head. But this one is going to be much shallower. It's going to be 7.5 tall. So let's put those in the chat. 41 by 41 by 7. Now what we're going to do is we are going to raise the half. Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to raise the half sphere up 20. So we're going to use this arrow and we're going to bring it up 20. Okay. So okay. So now this half sphere is moved up 20. We're going to align it with the head. So we're going to click on the half sphere. We're going to hold shift and click on the cylinder. And we're going to click the align button. And this time we're not going to worry about the ones that go up and down. We're just going to worry about the ones that are flat on the ground. So we're going to click the two center ones. So there's a center one here and a center one there. And now our Lego guy has a rounded top head, which is exactly what we want.
Can you say the directions again?
Yes, sure. So, okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to raise the half sphere up to 20. Okay. So once we've done that, we're going to hold shift and click on the cylinder. and that should select both shapes. Then we're going to click on the group button. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry, my bad. We're going to click on the align button. And now we have these rows of dots. So we're going to click the center dot for each one. We're going to click the center one dot here and the center dot here. And then we're going to group it. So we're going to click on the cylinder, click on the half sphere, and click group. Okay. Give you guys a minute.
Half sphere should be orange.
The color doesn't really matter. We'll be going over the color at the end, right? Of what color it printed. So it's fine if it's orange. I think what changes the color is which one you select first. So if you select the half sphere and then the cylinder, it should be pink. But if you select the cylinder and then the half sphere, it's orange. So it all just depends on which one you click first. It's not a big deal, it's fine. Okay, is anybody stuck? We good? Okay. Okay, great. So we have our head now, and we want to attach that to the body. So what we're going to do is raise the head. Oh, what did I do? Okay. We're going to raise the head about, let's see. How far do we raise the head? We're going to raise the head 119, so 119. So raise. So we're going to use this arrow and we're going to raise it to 190, like this. Now what we're going to want to do is, so that our guy's head is not hanging off the side of his body, we are going to align these. So we're going to click on our body, and remember, our body and legs should all be grouped together. So if they're not, this would be a good time to do it, because otherwise there's going to be trouble later. So we're going to click on the body, then we're going to hold shift and click on the head and click the align button. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at it from the front, and we're going to click the middle button. And that is about it. Actually, okay, hold up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the left side of him, and we are going to click on the left button, the left dot here. So, okay, Lego guy looks a little funny. That's fine. He'll get better once you have arms. Okay. So once you've moved your head to the right location, we're going to group it all together again. So we're going to click on the head, shift, click on the body, group. Yes. Yes.
My head's raised.
Can you say that again, sorry?
My head's like raised. I put it on 119.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, for some reason everything ungrouped for a second. Okay. Here, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah. It's like this.
Okay, let's see. How much did you raise your head by? So you're just going to click out a little bit? Click. Yeah, no. Okay, wait. Oh no. Press Control Z. Hold up. It's fine. Okay, click the undo button. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to click the left arrow. Do you see? Yep, that one. Click that again. Okay, perfect. We're back. Okay. So click on your head. click on that top arrow a little bit. Yep, that one. Yep, see it's at 138. You're going to make that 119.
What?
Oh no, why do you keep getting rid of everything? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you're going to just type in 119 where it says 132 right now.
119.
Or yeah, you could drag it too, that works. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now you're just going to do that aligning thing again.
So I can do torso. Then click outline, yeah. Which buttons do we? Just this one and this one.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, so we have our Lego guy here, right? Now, sorry, what was that? Okay,
Wait, I need help. Sorry, my sister was in my room.
oh, sure, yeah, no problem. Do you want to share your screen?
Oh, sorry. The head was not connecting for me.
Your volume isn't on.
Wait, can you hear me?
Your volume is
Yeah, I could hear you when you're saying something.
Oh, sorry. My volume was off.
Okay. Okay. Zoom is amazing. Okay, do you want to share your screen and I can see what's going on?
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so how far up did you move your head? I think if
Sorry, the head was not connecting. Like, there's a little space in between it.
right. So what you can do is you can move the head down a little bit until it connects.
Stop laughing. Oh, wait, okay. Oh.
No. You're just stretching it. Okay, I would undo what you just did. Okay, now change your view a little bit so that, yeah, perfect. Nice. Okay, now click on the head. Oh, okay. Okay, move your view again so you can see it properly. Use your middle mouse button on your hold on. On your mouse. 1 second. Sorry. Okay, right. So what you're going to do is click on your head and move it down a little bit until it touches your body. Nice. Okay, great.
How do I move it, like, back, like, centered on the head?
that's how.
Right. So we're going to. I'll just go over the aligning step once again.
Okay.
That is how we do that. Okay. So. Okay. So now if your head is like off center like this, what you're going to do is you're going to click your head, then you're going to hold Shift and click the body and legs, and click the align button. So now your align button has one row that goes like this, and you're going to click the center box, and then one row that goes much shorter. You're looking at it from the side almost, and you're going to click the back one for this one. So you're going to click the leftmost one here. So what that's going to do is you're just going to bring the head to the back of the body like this. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to group the head and the body together. So we're going to click on the head, we're going to hold shift and click the body, and then click group. Okay. So we've done the head, right? Is everybody good with this? Does anybody having any trouble? Okay, great. So now we have our head and our body and our Lego guy like this. Now we need to give him hands and arms, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to start by We're going to start by bringing over this cube shape. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a shape called a cube. Right? Okay. Now, this is going to be our hand, except if you see that this hand has no opening in it, right? It's not going to be able to hold anything. So what we need to do is we need to cut out a little bit of this so that it has that shape that Lego guys' hands usually do, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to bring over a box. And we are going to shrink this until it's 10. And you can keep the rest of the dimensions the same, it's fine. So it's going to be 10 by 20 by 20. Why can't I see the chat? Chat. Okay, there we go.
Can you help me make the box?
Yeah, sure. So it's going to be 10 by 20 by 20. Yeah, do you want to share your screen? I can see what's going on. Okay, so that's 10 by 20 by 20. So yeah, that's fine. You're good. Okay. Okay. Now, if you remember how we cut things out, right? We turn them into holes. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this button on the right of where there's a red circle, and it's going to change it to a hole. Right. Okay. Now we have this. We need to first align the hand and the box that's going to be cutting, right? So we're going to click on our ring, then hold shift and click on the box, and click the align button. And we're going to now click this middle dot, that's all. We don't need to do any other aligning. So we're going to align it like this. Now we're going to click on the box and use the arrow keys and move it in until it's like halfway kind of. So it should look like this. Okay. So once we get this part, we are, oh yes.
It won't let me press that middle button.
Okay, if it's not letting you, that means it's probably already aligned, so you don't need to worry about it then. Okay.
So what do we do after?
So the dimensions of the tube, you don't change them. It's just going to be the default dimension. So don't worry about that. Okay. So so once you've aligned your box and your ring, you're going to use the arrow keys and move the box inside like this. And then you're going to group your box and your ring. So you're going to click on the ring, hold shift, click on the box, and then click group. Now, if you've done it right, it should look something like this. Give you guys a second. Nice, Patrick. Thumbs up. Is anybody stuck with this? You good? Okay. Is anybody stuck? Oh, we have a chat. Okay, Aaron. I will just drop the dimensions in the chat again. Okay. So you're going to have a box that's 10 by 20 by 20, and you're going to make it into a hole by clicking on this button here that says change to hole. And you're going to drag over a ring. No, sorry, you're going to drag over a tube shape, and you don't have to change its dimensions. You can just drag it over. And then you're going to drag over the gray box until it's like touching with the orange ring. And then you're going to group the box and the ring. So you're going to you're going to click on the box, hold shift and click on the ring, and then click group. And that's going to be like this. Okay, is anybody stuck? They can share their screen if you need.
If we do one, do we duplicate the other one?
What do you mean? We're going to build the whole hand first, and then we'll duplicate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move on unless somebody has questions with this. No? Okay, great. So now what we want to do is we want to build two parts. We have two parts. We have a lower arm, and we're going to have an upper arm, and it's going to be like an elbow in the middle. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring over a cylinder, and we are going to rotate it 90 degrees so it's lying on its side like this. And then we are going to change the dimensions so that it's longer. So what we're going to do is we are going to make it 40. Just drop that in the chat. Lower arm is going to be 40 long. And then the dimensions are the same. So we have this. All right. Now what we want to do is we want to make it so that this wrist and hand is centered on the arm. And the way we're going to do that is by using the align tool. There's a lot of alignment in this one. So we're going to click on the wrist and hand. And okay, so for the tube and the box, you're going to click the align tool, and then if you're looking at it from the skinny side almost, you will click the middle dot, and that middle dot is going to align it the way you want it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the arrow keys to move the box into the ring, and then group them. Okay. So we have our hand and our lower arm. So we're going to click on the hand, click on the lower arm, and click align. Now for the first time, we're going to actually be using the dots that go up and down like this. So if you look at it, there's a dot on the bottom, there's a dot in the middle, and there's a dot up top. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the middle dot. And the other thing we're going to do is look at it from the front and click the middle dot over here. Now clearly our hand is not attached to our arm. So what we're going to do to fix that is use the arrow keys and move it until the hand is connected to the arm. Okay. Give you guys a couple minutes to do that. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for this part? We're good? Okay, great.
Wait, I need some help with the hand thing. So I did put the box thing inside the hand, but I don't know what to do next.
Okay, sure. So once you put the box inside the hand, you're going to click the box, hold shift and click the hand, and click the group button. Right? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the cylinder here, the long one?
Not yet.
Okay, so you're going to drag over cylinder and rotate it so it's lying on its side. Oh, okay. Aaron, 1 second. And then, Aaron, 1 second. I will finish this and then I'll get to you. And then the lower arm is just going to be 40 long, but the rest of the dimensions you can keep the same. So it's going to look like this. Then you're going to click on the wrist and the lower arm. And, you're going to click on the wrist, hold shift and click on the arm, and then click the align button. Nope, that's fine, Aaron, don't worry. And now you see these dots that go up and down. You're going to click the middle one.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay. And then you're going to click the middle one on here. And that's going to align them. Now, your hand is probably going to be disconnected from the rest of your arm. So you're going to click on it, and you're going to use the arrow keys to push it inside until it touches, like this. Okay. So now before we move on, we are going to group these together. So we're going to click on the lower arm, hold shift, click the wrist, and group. So now we have our lower arm. Now what we want to do is we want to bring in an upper arm, right? Because there's an elbow, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring over another cylinder. And this one will be 35 long. So bring cylinder, no, that's not it. Okay, Aaron, did you actually have a question or did you accidentally click the raise hand button?
So how do you make the whole thing disappear?
Sorry, could you say that again? You kind of were cutting up.
How do you make the whole thing disappear?
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to group it.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so you have 2 holds, but that's totally fine, it's fine. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to click on your ring. Oh, nice, already started decorating. Okay, now you're going to hold shift and click on your peach color. Yep. Hold shift and click on your peach colored ring, like this. Okay, yeah, so you're going to hold shift, now click on your 2 hole. Perfect, nice, you're going to click the group button. Oh, no, yeah, you accidentally clicked out. Okay. Okay, hold shift and click on your, yes, perfect, nice. Okay, don't click on anything else. You're going to click on the ring shape. Sorry, not that. You're going to click on the group button on the top right-hand corner. Yep. Nice, that's perfect, exactly. And your arm is already in the right position. So you're going to click on the wrist and the arm, hold shift. Nice, perfect, okay. Share my screen. Okay, now we're going to drag over a new cylinder and it's going to be 35 tall. You don't have to worry about changing the rest of the dimensions. And what we're going to do is we're not going to rotate this to 90 degrees. We're going to rotate it to something in the middle. So I'm going to set it to 45, but this is up to you. So if you want your guy to sticking his arm out all the way like this, you can do that. You can just stick it 90 degrees like this. Or if you want it to have at some kind of an angle, you can change whatever angle you want. So this is up to you. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to align our upper arm and our lower arm. So we're going to click on our upper arm, hold shift and click our lower arm, and then click the align button. And if we're looking at it from the front, then there's a dot over here, right? So we're going to click that. And so it should look something like this. Now you see it's kind of all weird over here. The easy way to fix that is to just make the upper arm go up a little bit. So we're going to click the upper arm. Oh, sorry, did you have a question?
Connected.
Sorry, can you say that again?
My arm's not connected.
Your arm's not connected. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, so if your arm is something out like this, you can just use the arrow keys to move it in. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Just use the arrow keys and move it in until it touches. And so at the bottom, you'll probably notice it looks kind of weird. So an easy way to do that is to just move the upper arm up a little bit until it looks about right. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just looks like this.
How much are we supposed to turn the cylinder again?
Sorry, could you say that again?
How much are we supposed to turn the cylinder again?
So that's up to you. I set it to it doesn't matter really. As long as it's at some kind of an angle. So you could have it be pretty much however angled you want. It's not a big deal. So until it's something that looks kind of natural. So I would say maybe like 45 degrees should be fine. But again, it's up to you. Okay, so we're going to align these again. Now my arm is like poking through the bottom a lot, so I'm just going to raise this up a little bit.
Wait, can you repeat that the aligning step again?
Yeah, sure. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on your upper arm shape, hold shift and click your lower arm and click align. Now you're going to look at your wrist from the front and you're going to click the middle button. That'll align it like this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Now what you want to do is you want to take this and move it up a little bit so that your upper arm is not poking through the bottom. Okay. So now that we have this, we're going to group it again. So we're going to, yeah.
I'm kind of confused, like for the cylinder, like for the second cylinder. I did the 30, like the height to 35, and I forgot what to do after that.
Okay, sure. Do you want to share your screen and I can show you?
Usually when I share my screen, it's really glitchy.
Okay, sure. I'll just show you again. Not a problem. Okay. So now if you have your thing to 35, right? Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to rotate it however much you want. It's not a big deal how much. So I just set it to some kind of like middle angle. So it's looking like at a slant.
Doesn't really let me to like do it.
It doesn't? Okay, well, so you're going to have 3 arrows.
Back to 35.
Okay, right. So what you want to do,
got it.
You got it? Okay, so you're going to set it to some kind of angle. And now you're going to align the lower arm and the upper arm. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the upper arm, hold shift and click on the lower arm, and then click the align button. Now what you're going to do is you're going to look at it from the front. So it should be looking like this. And you're going to click the middle dot here. So it should align it so it's one straight line looking like this.
I don't really get it.
Okay, that's fine. So did you select both of these?
Yeah, I clicked the line.
Okay, right, so you clicked a line. Now you're going to look at it from the front, right? So that the hand is pointing towards you. It's like you shake the hand, right? So that the hand is pointing towards you. Now you have these 3 dots here, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to click the middle one. And it should align it. So it looks something like this?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, if your upper arm is disconnected, you can click on it and then use the arrow keys and just move it in a little bit. And then I also like to move it up just a little bit because otherwise it's poking out the bottom, kind of. So until you think it looks good, it's fine. So it's going to look something like this.
Oh, okay.
Good. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to group the lower arm and the upper arm. So we're going to click the lower arm. Somebody might say. Okay. So you're going to click the lower arm, hold shift and click the upper arm, and then click group. Now you have this arm that's one shape. Now we're almost done. Almost there. Okay. Then we can get to the fun part of designing the front. So now what you want to do is you want to copy and paste this so that we get another arm, right? Unless you want your guy to have one arm. You can click copy on the left side and then click paste right next to it. Now you have 2 arms here. Now what you want to do is this. I can't tell you exact measurements because this will depend on where you want your arm to be, but I'm going to use these upper triangle, the triangle that you use to move things upward until it touches with the rest of your Lego guy. So you're going to move it up and then move it around a little bit until it touches. It should look something like this. Okay. Is everybody good? Okay, great. Now we want to group all of this together. So we're going to click on the body. We're going to hold shift, click on the arm, hold shift, click on the other arm, and click group. Now, the last thing we need to do is make, oh, sorry?
You tell the steps how to put the body into the arms.
Yeah, sure. So if your arms are at the ground like this, this will depend on how you made your shape. So I can't tell you exact measurements, but what you want to do is you want to use the
It's fine now.
You good? Okay, great. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to group everything together, right? So you're going to group the head and body with the arms. So it'll look like the body. Then hold shift, click your arm, click your other arm, and group.
When the Lego figure comes out, will it be able to move?
No, because we don't have anything that allows it to move. But if you get really good with designing, you can try to design your own thing and see if it'll move. But this one will not move. No. Okay. Now the last thing we need to do is sit the Lego guy on its back, and that's because it makes the 3D printing much easier. So what you're going to do is you are going to rotate your whole Lego guy until he's lying on his back. And then you're going to press the D key on your keyboard. And what that will do is it will bring your Lego guy to the ground. So it should look something like this. So once you've got it to this point, now you can do whatever you want. You can decorate the guy's front. You can give him eyes. So yes, so now it is completely up to you what you want to do. So I'm going to say about 10 minutes. You guys can design it. You can obviously keep working on this after the class. But for now, we're going to give 10 minutes to design. And then I will show you guys how to send it to the library so that they can get it printed for you. And let me know if you have any questions.
How do you lay it on the back again?
Oh yeah, sure.
When we lay it down, does it have to be on the workplane?
Sorry, what?
When we lay it down, does it have to be on the workplane, or can it be like the middle?
I would put it on the workplane, but it's not difficult. All you're going to do is once it's laying on its side, you're going to press the D key on your keyboard. Like D as in dog. You're going to press that, and it's going to automatically bring it to the workplane, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so if your Lego guy is standing up like this, what you're going to do is you are going to rotate it until he's like lying flat like this, and then press the D key.
When I was moving it, it made the Lego person look like out of shape, like the dimensions were wrong.
Do you want to share a screen if you can? Okay, yeah, oh, you were there. Where's Tinkercad? Okay, yeah, that looks pretty much fine. Just press the D key to bring it down. Did you? Okay, so if you think that one part of your guy is too big or something, you can definitely click ungroup and then shrink it down to suit your size different if you want to have it be a different size. But, I mean, it looks fine. Oh, yeah, you can do that too.
When I was moving it,
So I'll give you guys a couple minutes to work on this, and then I will tell you how to send it to the library.
If you're done, how do you submit?
We'll be going over that in about 2 minutes. So hang tight until then, or you can keep decorating if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's just go over how to send the designs. Ooh, got our first vote in for blue. Nice. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do is definitely change your name. Don't change your name. Change the name of your file. So I'm going to put it as my name. So dash the dates, whatever. Today's the 12th. Today's the 10th. So we're going to put my name, or you're going to put your name, 12-10, because today's the 10th. Okay. So that's important before you send it, because otherwise we get a really hard time of trying to tell whose design goes to who, right? So we're going to put in your name, -12-10. Then you're going to click the export button and click .stl. So once again, you're going to change your name and then click export and then click .stl.
So what do we do?
That's going to
What do we do again?
yeah, so you're going to type in your name here,
I think
-12-10. Right. Now you're going to click the export button up here. And you're going to click .stl. And now it's different for every computer. Some computers will automatically download it. Some computers it'll ask you where you want to download it. So however you do it, it should download. And then what you're going to want to do is you are going to email it and put the STL file as an attachment. And you're going to email it to youth services at Fortley.
I don't know how to do that.
I would ask your parents to help you with emailing a file, but to download the file, you're just going to click export and then .stl. But if you need help with sending an email, I would definitely ask your parents because they would be able to help you.
I don't know how to put the download in it.
Right. So on your email, there should be a little paperclip icon or something that will let you attach a file. So you're going to click on that and then attach your STL file.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I would ask your parents because they would be right there and they would be able to help you.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so
I have a question for Jess.
Yeah.
For like the Tinkercad we did like before.
Yeah.
Is it print like? I just wanna see if like the print is like in. What is it? Like I sent you.
You sent me your print job. Are you asking if it got printed?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were printing them yesterday, and I don't know if everybody knows this, but today the library had to close for 2 weeks. So you won't be able to pick up your print job right away. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait until we have all 3 of your designs, and then we'll send you an email when they're ready to be picked up. Okay? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, I just want like the one before like before
Vacation?
Christmas.
Oh, before Christmas?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did it as a
okay, all right, I'll remember that, Serena, okay? We're gonna reopen on December 21st, so that's the same week as Christmas, but you should be able to come and get it, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that week, okay?
Yeah, and can I also get like the Lego character too?
I don't know if that one will be printed by then because we're gonna have to, you know, open, and then I don't know if we'll be have that printed done yet before, okay?
Oh, okay.
So you might just have to say whoever you're giving it to, this is a belated Christmas present, okay?
For like mine,
Mm-hmm.
from last week, I think.
Yeah.
Is it printed with like that word, like the text?
Yeah, whatever you sent in the design is what how it got printed.
Yeah, because I didn't want like the keychain.
Well, you didn't want the keychain part? I wasn't watching as they were printed. But I will look at it when I get back to the library. Okay.
It's not a keychain.
Okay, well, whatever you sent us is what got printed.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Which email do I send it to?
It is, Aditya put it in the chat. It's youthservices at fortlee.buckles.org. But if you forget that, and you can just send it to me also if you have my email address. Okay. So let's see. The only votes I got were 2 for blue, 1 for red, 1 for white, 1 for purple, and 1 for black. Sounds like it's gonna be blue. Anybody else have an opinion? Okay, blue it is. And then we can pick a different color for the, oh, now we have 2 for white. Guys, this is a tie now. Up 3 for white, oh, 4 for white. Okay, I guess it's white. But Patrick says he doesn't want white. Too bad, it's group rule, okay? Democracy here. So we'll do white, and then we can pick a different color for the third thing, okay? Well, okay, but here's one question. You know, the next time is a snowflake. Would you guys rather do white for the snowflake?
Can we just do white for both of them?
Or white for both of them, you know? Anyone, any other opinions? Patrick says black and white is the same. No, it's not. Those are 2 different colors. Please not white for both. Okay, we won't do white for both. We could do white this time and then blue next time. How about? That sort of sounds like a snowflake too, kind of.
A blue snowflake?
Yeah, it's ice or something. Aditya, I have a question of what format should I use to send the Lego?
The same format as so we're going to click export, and then you're going to click .stl. So it's okay if your computer can't open it because well, that's different for every computer. So if your computer doesn't have the software to open it, don't worry about it. Just click .stl, and the file that comes out is the file you're going to send to the library.
Well, thanks, Aditya. Okay, do we have more questions? Everybody gonna keep working on their Lego person? Okay. All right, guys. Aditya, do you have anything else to say?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna say Happy Hanukkah to anybody who's celebrating tonight. And we can sign off, I think, right? And we'll see you guys all again next Thursday for our last class.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks
Bye.
for
Thank
coming.
you for coming.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording.